Happy Monday morning. I'm going to go over the study guide today that you were given last week to make sure that you know how to do everything that's on the study guide. The test is going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be very similar to the study guide. So I'm going to make sure that I answer all of these questions for you. So question 1, 3 minus x raised to the 0 power times x to the negative third if x equals 3. So here's that problem. And the first thing that you need to realize is that no matter what, anything raised to the 0 power always equals 1. So even though this is 3 minus 3, which equals 0, and you get 0 to the 0 power, that equals 1. And then you're going to take 1 times 3 to the negative third. Well, anything times 1 is itself. So this is just going to equal 3 to the negative third. And I can't have a negative exponent. That's one of the major points of this entire unit, is that we can't have negative exponents. So we have to simplify that. To get rid of a negative exponent, you do the same thing every time. You always make a fraction. You always put a 1 on the top. And then you move the negative exponent to the bottom and make it positive. Now, if you happen to have the negative exponent on the bottom, then you would move it to the top. In this case right here, I can still simplify this though. So be careful on the test. It might ask for multiple choices that could be correct. This could be considered correct, but then you would also need to simplify that to 1 over 27, because 3 times 3. Now this problem does not mean 3 times 3. It means 3 times 3 times 3. But 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. And again, 3 to the third power means 3 times itself 3 times. And I get 1 over 27. Question number 2 says select all answers equivalent or equal to 8 to the 8th times 8 to the negative 6th. So when I multiply bases that have exponents, the bases have to be the same. So 8 and 8, that's my base. I'm going to add these two together. So 8 plus negative 6. And I have 8 positives and 6 negatives. If I add those together, I end up getting 8 to the second power. The reason being is that 6 is negative, so it's kind of like saying 8 minus 6. I get 8 to the second power. So that would be an option on that next page. 8 to the second power means 64. So that's probably going to be an option. So let's go look at the options here and see which ones that could be correct. We said 8 to the second, so that would be this one right here. It is not 16, because 8 to the second does not mean 8 times 2. It means 8 times 8. So not choice A, not choice C. We said that 8 squared was 64, not negative 64, so not choice D. 64 would be correct. And then 64 to the first power means the same thing as 64, so we would need to select 64 to the first power as well. That one's on the test, where the answer is something like 36 and then 36 to the first power, and you need to select both of them, because raising something to the first power doesn't change the value of the number. Question 3, select all answers equivalent to 9 to the 9th times 9 to the negative 5th. Again, since I'm multiplying these with exponents, I'm going to add 9 and negative 5, which is the same as saying 9 minus 5, which gives me 9 to the 4th power. So I'm going to go over here and look for answers that are equivalent to 9 to the 4th power. So when I jump back to this page right here, 9 to the 9th minus 5, well, 9 minus 5 equals 4. So this is 9 to the 4th power. So that one would be correct. This right here is a fraction. And when we have fractions that have exponents, we subtract. So again, it would be 9 minus 5, which would give me 9 to the 4th power. So choice B would be correct. This says 9 to the negative 5th. That is not 9 to the 4th power. Notice right here, 9 to the 14th and negative 14th. That's because a lot of people see 9 and 5 and add them together and get 14. And then they don't know, because this negative, if they should make it positive or negative 14, both are wrong. So in that case right there, 14 and negative 14 are both incorrect. 9 to the 4th power is correct. And you do have a calculator, so take 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. And you'll get that this would also be a correct choice. I'm going to have to make 2 videos. I see I'm about out of time on this one. So you'll get 2 videos today to go over this study guide.